Okay, this is Kim. Wave Kim. And Kim is one of my amazing dance students, and she is going to break this down in the movements while I tell you what the moves are and how many counts she is going to do. Then we will do a recording with the music, but this is the one without music. So here we go. We're going to do 2 counts ummy, and a pause, and then 2 counts ummy, and a pelvic roll. And I would like Kim to show me the pelvic roll from the side as well, even though we have it in the mirror. Show us, bring your arms up, Kim, there we go, and tuck and roll it forward. Very nice, good job. You can face this again. Okay. Then we're gonna do another 2 count ummy. So that is our opening piece. And just to break that down, what is an ummy? We're gonna lift the right hip up, drive it into the ribs, tuck the pelvis in, lift the left hip up, and then relax. That does not mean duck butt. Okay, so now we have 2 counts right hip drop, and it's a 2 drops. So 1, 2. Then she's gonna do a 5 count Maya. So it's gonna lift up on the right, slide the hip out, tip the left hip up, and slide that out. So she's making a figure 8 with her hips. This is a 5 count. It's an off count because then she's gonna finish that Maya with an accenting left hip drop. Then she's gonna do another 4 count Maya and a 2 count right drop, right hip drop. Then we're gonna move into upper body with a 4 count vertical figure 8 with the ribs. So we're gonna do the same thing we did with the hips, but Kim is still keeping her knees nice and soft and still keeping that tail tucked in so that we have the movement on the upper body. And you should be able to see that in all the mirrors as well. So now we're gonna lift the right arm up. We're gonna kind of float it up 4 counts. We're gonna do a little 2 count floreo, and you can do that with the top hand or with both hands. So a kind of top and bottom, or as above, so below kind of thing. And then you're gonna lift the left arm up with 4 counts. That brings us to our chest pops. So we're gonna slowly do 8 chest pops. That's lifting the chest up, up, up. And you probably heard it in my voice. I said it as I was doing it myself behind the camera. In 4 counts, you're gonna take the left hand and hold it vertically at mid-chest level. So you're kind of gonna bring it in front of you, nice, like a ballet dancer kind of thing. And the other hand is still up because we're moving into a camel. And we're gonna move our camel to the right 4 counts. So Kim's gonna break down the camel as well. So she's gonna pivot so that her right foot is pointing away from us, or well, parallel to us. And then she's gonna push, leading with the chest, push the chest forward, and then roll and lock the hips. So push, 2, 3, 4. And that, I think you're really only gonna get 1 cameling in there. If you wanna do it a little faster and get 2, you can do that, but I only have 4 counts. So then it's a 4 count tush push, also to the right. So Kim's just gonna kind of pivot just a little bit to shift her hip out to us so that the left hip is doing all the work, but she's still moving to the right. And yes, just gonna accent that with her hand, lifting the hip kind of in a half Maya. All right, so we are gonna switch arms for 2 counts. And guess what? We get to repeat that whole thing to the left. So 4 counts, we're gonna camel to the left. And then 4 counts, we're going to tush push to the left. Now we finally have gotten ourselves to the chorus. So with the chorus, we are going to move in a circle, not in, so we're gonna rotate, not orbit. I think I said that right. So we're gonna take, and this is Kosh Lamar's, I'm gonna break down the Kosh Lamar for you. Kim is gonna step forward on her right foot, and it's a small step forward, very small step, and she's gonna kind of roll back onto her left foot. Then she's gonna take her right foot back, and then roll forward again on her left. So that is 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. To repeat that, it's right, left, right, left. You're still counting your stationary foot. So even though you are doing the movement on the right, you're still counting what happens with the left foot. After that, you're going to roll the shoulder, the right shoulder, and you're going to roll it up, back, and down. So you're kind of making a baby letter N with your shoulder. Kim, can you show us that from the side view as well?
We're going to do it.
Thank you. Yes, so that's the set. So we're going to do that 4 times. Here we go. Kosh Lamar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your next Kosh Lamar is going to start by crossing right over left so that you can pivot a quarter turn and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll that shoulder. Then she's going to face backwards, stepping 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll the shoulder. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll the shoulder. You will notice that Kim is no longer facing the audience. So she's got to do something in order to face the audience. And to do that, she's going to arabesque for 4 counts, which is a big circular motion with your foot. And she's going to do that with her left foot. So sweeping the left foot forward, out, and back, that brings her to face front. She's then going to do an 8-count crescent to the left. So she's going to dip her hips back and down and in. And it's a little step that she's going to take, very little step. She's going to do 2 of those crescents, 4 counts each. And then she's going to take her 4-count arabesque again, but this time on the right foot. This is going to get her to face sideways again. So now when she does her crescents, she's moving to the back, away from the audience. So when she does her crescents, she's going to dip and step and dip and step. All right, now she's going to do a bicycle. This is going to get her to turn to face front again. So you're going to take your bicycle on the right and you're going to lift it up, back, and down. And that's going to cause her to shift to the front. Yes? Did you do it? Magical. See how she did that? It's magical. Take a little bow. All right. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to do a 8-count staircase hips on the left now. So the staircase hip, you're going to lift up, shift it to the middle, step it down, lift it up, and step it down. You don't have to come all the way back up each time you do this. You're going to kind of walk the hips down like they're going down a flight of stairs. Hopefully you never have to go down a flight of stairs on your hips. You're going to repeat this on the left with a bicycle hip on the left, and then a staircase on the right. When we do this with the music, what you're going to hear at this point is he's kind of going hup, 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 and that's to the beat of the staircase. And then we finish this set with another 4-count bicycle on the right. Now what we have done with this next one is it's a little bit blurry, so we're going to say it's 3 counts. We're going to bring the arms up, and there's a little head slide. You'll hear like a record scratching, and it's like shh, shh, and that's your head slide. Then you're going to do a 3-count shoulder shimmy, which means your arms are going to come out and do a little shimmy. And then you're going to do a 2-count undulation that gets you down to your hips, so you can do a little 3-count shimmy and another 2-count undulation. Can you show us that whole thing from top to bottom, Kim, as one set, so it makes sense.
So it's
So it's head, shoulders, undulate, and hips. Well, head, shoulders, knees and toes, belly dance style. Now we're going to do a square again, and I think, Kim, I'm going to have you step back to center so they can see this a little better. There you go, thank you. And you're going to take, and this is going to be in a sort of a square, more of a triangle, because you only do 3 counts of them. So you're going to do a 2 count, we're calling it a gooey step. So you're going to almost step in the goo, and then you're like, ew, that's yucky, and you're going to pop your hip up. And then you're going to take a step back and prep, so that you can take another gooey step and prep back. And then one more gooey step, pop, and prep. And it's kind of a triangle step, so you're going to do 1 to the front, pop, and prep back. And then you're going to do kind of 1 with the left foot, pop, and prep back. And then the next one is over in the corner, pop, and prep back. Then we're back to our 8 counts of chest pops, which we did in the very beginning. This time our arms are just in a neutral position, nice and soft, elbows pointed to the back, hands are nice and soft, and we're going to lift 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to do a 2 count snake arm on the right, and then you're going to roll that shoulder, make it nice and juicy. You're going to repeat that on the left with a snake arm 2 counts and a 2 count shoulder roll. Then we'll repeat our chorus, so you can let your arms come down with that first Pas Lamar. And I'm not going to talk her through this, I'm just going to let her do the 4 Pas Lamars and the shoulder roll. Pas Lamar, shoulder roll, Pas Lamar, shoulder roll, Pas Lamar, shoulder roll. Yes. So you have stopped. At this point, you should be facing off to the side again. This time when you correct to face the audience, it'll be with a basic Egyptian. So to break down the basic Egyptian, this is sort of a step. So she's going to take her first step just to pivot to the front. Yeah, just cross. There you go. And so twist the hips. So it's a hip twist. And you're kind of directing traffic with one hand, with the hip hand, and then the other hand is tickling your ears, and that is 8 counts, or better known, 4 basic Egyptians. So that's an easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4 basic Egyptians. Cleopatra comes next, and that's, you're going to hold one hand out like you're holding a tray, and the other hand can either be back behind you, kind of like walk like an Egyptian style, like that. You can also cup it to your hip, or you can do kind of behind the ear. It'll be up to you guys to find your comfort level with this. And you are pushing a little rock step to push that Cleopatra. It's almost a tush push, but it's more of a rocking motion than it is a pushing with the hips. Then you're going to do your arabesque again, and your deep crescent, but this time only 1.
Which direction am I going?
Oh, I'm sorry, right arabesque.
Oh, right arabesque.
And then your crescent.
And then forward.
Yes, and then left arabesque. Now we're going to repeat that arm with the head slide, undulation, shoulder shimmy, undulation, hip shimmy, undulation. And that's the next set. We're going to fill in some gap here with a hip figure 8 for 8 counts. So take that figure 8 nice and slow. It's a flat figure 8. So you're twisting. And then you're going to do a rib figure 8 for 8 counts. Take up the time. 8 counts is a long time when you have all this space to fill. Then you're going to do 8 counts of snake arms. And this is where you have options. We're going to show you the non-floor version of this, but there will be a floor work version as well. So the non-floor work version Kim is going to show you. You're going to do a 6 counts you're basically going to fill time if you're not going down to the floor. So you can do a 6 count kind of level change dip and up while your buddy is going down to the floor. Then you're going to do the arabesque again. So you're going to arabesque. There you go. And then you're going to do your deep crescent for 4 counts again. Yep. And a nice big 4 count undulation from floor to ceiling, bottom to top. Tuck it in, roll it up, and pop it. Finish it off. Then you're going to do single leg figure 8s. So the leg that is facing the audience, you're going to do figure 8s on that hip, and they are vertical figure 8s. You can do this one of 2 ways. If you're feeling daring, you can float the foot so that the foot kind of levitates with the hip, or you can plant the toe and do your figure 8 that way. Just keep it nice and loose. You'll notice that Kim has lower body action happening, but not upper body. Now we're going to do 8 counts undulations, and you're going to do that while you're rotating to face the audience. So just your upper body is undulating, lower body is doing little tiny walkie steps to face the audience. At this point, you're going to do more of those single leg figure 8s on the leg that you didn't do it before. So again, whichever leg was facing the audience, you're going to do now on the other side and show those 4 counts only on those. 8 more counts of the chest figure 8s. And a 4 count traveling Maya. So let's break down a traveling Maya really quick. You're going to lift up, which allows you to kind of step out with that foot just a little bit and put it down. As you put it down, you're lifting up the other one to bring it. So you are walking. You're just walking with your hips, which is way sassier. So there we are. You're going to do another 8 counts of your snake arms. So 4 and 4. It seems like a lot. It really isn't. You're going to do a little 4 count floreo with both hands. Bring your hands to prayer. Take a little bow. Straighten up. And at this point, you get to make your own pose. So Kim, can you show us a little pose? A little finishing pose. There you go. A little sassy finishing pose. And that is the full breakdown without the music for I Put a Spell on You. Thank you, Kim. Take a little bow again. Yes. All right. I hope that helps you guys. Bye.